If I kick a police officer in the face, do I deserve to go to jail? The answer is obvious. Well, of course I deserve to go to jail. If there's a fire in front of me and I let the intrusive thoughts win and I put my hand over the fire just to see if my hands get burned, and my hands do get burned, did I deserve that? The answer is yes. If I stay home all day, I don't work out, I don't get sunlight, I eat non nutritious foods that I know isn't good for me, but I eat it anyways because it tastes good, do I deserve to be unhealthy? Do I deserve to die a premature death? Do I deserve to have a whole bunch of diseases that did not exist 100 years ago? The answer is yes. You absolutely deserve it because you chose to put yourself in that situation. You have to understand that for every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. And it might not be immediate. You might read a book right now on how to improve your life or whatever. You might not see the results right now, but as time moves on, give it like 6, 7 months, that book you read 6 months ago is starting to compound. Now you're actually starting to gain the benefits from reading this book 6 months ago. I remember there was a time when I used to really struggle in school. I would not be able to get the grades I wanted. And I would complain saying that this is too hard. Like, why are they making these exams so difficult? Why are my teachers giving me so much homework? That none of it makes sense. The teachers don't explain it properly. Like, how am I supposed to handle all of this? Well, first of all, I wasn't studying. I wasn't actually going to my teachers for help. I was choosing to put video games over doing my homework. And when I did do my homework, I would be on my phone the whole time, listening to music, talking to my friends. A whole bunch of other like variables you can throw into the equation. It's no wonder that I did poorly in school because I wasn't even paying attention properly. You see what I mean? So absolutely I deserve to fail classes by the end of like my high school years. Absolutely I deserve to fail my first semester in college because I didn't even properly do what a normal student was supposed to do, which was study and focus and put all their time and attention into school. The life that you have is the life that you chose. And the life that you chose is the life that you deserve. Of course, there are going to be people who say, well, I didn't choose to be abused from my parents. I didn't choose to be adopted. I didn't choose to be bullied in school. I didn't choose to be depressed. Well, actually, you kind of did. Because yes, you did not choose your circumstances, but you did choose how to react to it. Maybe not when you were 5 years old, when you were getting picked on in school. Maybe not in high school when you didn't have the proper knowledge on how to take control of every situation. But now that you're older, now that you actually understand the world better, now that you understand yourself better, and you understand that you are in control of your life, you have absolutely no reason to be using these as excuses. There's no reason for you to be using these sorts of excuses when you know that you are in control of the life you have now. But you want to worry about something that happened 15, 20 years ago. Like, it's time to move on. I didn't start working out until after I finished high school because I felt like I didn't know how to work out, which is such a sorry excuse because I have the internet I can use to look up workout routines. I had a gym I could have walked to if I actually walked there rather than being lazy and staying home all day. If I wanted to eat healthier foods, I could have asked my parents to go and buy me healthier foods, healthier alternatives to food rather than eating rice and roti all day, you know? Oh, but it's easy for you to say, I have bills to pay for, I have a house to pay for, I have kids to pay for. Well, that is your fault. You chose to have that life. Nobody forced you to have kids. Nobody forced you to put a whole bunch of bills on yourself. You chose that. You chose to have the life that you have right now, so you deserve to have that life. You can absolutely change it, but there's no point for you to complain and saying that I have no control over my life. I don't deserve this life, because you absolutely do. If you are staying in your home all day, you literally do not get an ounce of sunlight. You don't eat proper nutritious foods that are actually good for you, that actually make your brain work, that actually isn't killing you from the inside out, and you don't even work out a single minute of the week, then you absolutely deserve to be depressed. You absolutely deserve to get heart issues. You absolutely deserve to get diabetes, high cholesterol, whatever, all these whole sorts of health problems that didn't exist until like 100 years ago, 200 years ago, that only exist because people are becoming more comfortable with their lives. You absolutely deserve it. I know it makes me sound bad. I know it sounds like, oh my god, this dude actually wants people to have diabetes. This dude wants people to be depressed. Well, it's not that I want you to have those problems. It's that you put it on yourself, so you absolutely deserve it. Every action has an equal and opposite reaction. You reap what you sow. Your life is on a spectrum like this. There is no black or white answer for anything. Everything is just gray, because everything moves in a pendulum. Essentially, there, like, it'll go from good to bad, bad to good, etc. If your life is good right now, you have everything that you could ever want in your life, but you start slipping up on the habits that you have. You start not actually taking care of yourself. You start treating the people you love with a little bit more disrespect every day. And what you find is that eventually you end up in a position where your life sucks. And you absolutely deserve it because of the changes you made in your life. But imagine you start reversing it. Okay, you start treating people with more respect now. You start treating your body with more respect. You start eating better. You start working out consistently. You start actually grinding on your career to actually make it out and actually take care of your life again, right? You want to have children, you want to give your children a better life, so you actually start working hard to provide for them, and they actually love you again because they don't want anything from you other than your love and your support. Now all of a sudden, look at that, you're back in here. You're back in the green, and you absolutely deserve to be here because you actually put the time and effort to take yourself out from here to here. So if you actually want to change your life, then you actually have to start making changes to your life. Nothing changes if nothing changes. If you do the exact same thing that you're doing now, you're going to live the exact same life for the rest of your life. It literally only takes one day to change everything. Just one day of building up that consistency, one day of actually deciding, you know what, I'm tired of being overweight. I actually want to fix my health. I'm going to start going on walks every day. That walk will compound into runs. Those runs will compound into lifting. Those lifting sessions will compound into having a decent body. Eating chicken nuggets and cereal and all this garbage food that isn't even actually real foods that you're consuming into your body, you start replacing with whole foods. You start filling up your diet with more vegetables, more fruits, more meat, and you'll find that, oh wow, now my body actually looks a lot better and I feel a lot better. I'm not as sick as I used to be. Then you absolutely deserve to be healthy then, because you're actually taking care of your body. You're literally given only one body in this life. Like, you can't debate me on that. And you want to treat your body like garbage. That just says a lot more about the type of person you are. And I understand it's difficult because it is a lot more enjoyable to just continue doing what you're doing. But you gotta understand, is this really how you want to live the rest of your life? The majority of my audience is in their late teens, early 20s. You are literally only a quarter of your life through. You still have another 70, 80 years of your life left. You've only lived 20% of your life, and do you really want to live the remaining 80% of your life like this? Knowing that you have the potential for more. You have the potential to be doing so much more in this life, but you choose to handicap yourself because you want to be comfortable. You know how much torment living this life has caused you. So why do you want to continue doing this? But it's never too late. The best time for you to start was a year ago. The second best time for you to start is now. And it's going to take a while. Nobody said it was going to be easy. But you know that with consistency and with dedication and discipline, you can achieve what you want to achieve in this life. Because your life is going to suck either way. But you can choose for it to be good now. You can choose for your life to be comfortable and not actually live to your potential. Just like coast off like smoothly, passively, knowing that my life could be better, but I'm okay where I am now. You can choose that, definitely. And then you regret your decisions later down your line when you're 50 years old. Or you can choose to struggle now. You can choose and decide that, you know what, I'm kind of tired of living like this. I'm kind of tired of not taking care of myself. I'm kind of tired of not being able to provide for the people I love. And you choose to struggle hard now so that later in 40 years, you just think back to all the times that you had to struggle to get where you are now, and you'll be thankful for yourself. You'll be thankful for your younger self for putting up with all this nonsense, knowing that it gets better, knowing that you want the future version of yourself to be happy, to be proud of the past younger version of yourself. The life that you chose is the life that you deserve.